This is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
A fire at the Breathitt County Hunger Alliance building earlier today caused damage to the building. The Jackson, Quicksand, and Van Cleve fire departments all responded to the scene.
Luckily, no one was injured. I went to the building earlier and the Hunger Alliance staff explained how today's flames are going to take a large toll on their program. A Thursday morning fire at the Breathitt County Hunger Alliance building is leaving the staff and volunteers in shock.
I was feeling defeated, really, because I knew this was going to change what our mission is, and I knew it was going to change Pastor Nichols' plans to put his church here, and I felt sad about it all.
The Hunger Alliance has been temporarily located inside of the future location of Panbull Full Gospel Church. And the Hunger Alliance staff had recently announced they were in the process of finding a new building.
We've been looking for buildings everywhere, and we've not been able to find anything.
And after the fire on Thursday morning, the staff says all of the food and clothes inside the building were contaminated by smoke and water.
The amount of clothing that we had to toss was just unreal, and there's still more coming out. So it's, I would say we've lost 95% of the stuff that's in there.
Leaving the Breathitt County Hunger Alliance not just closed for the day, but indefinitely.
That makes you realize that your mission is probably stopping right now, because you don't have a building and there's no need to restock this one because the church is going to be here. And I just felt like, what is God's plan? What is He wanting us to do?
Continuing to trust the Lord even in the unknown, and believing their services will continue helping their community.
My hope is that we can get restocked, if not here, somewhere else, and that we can help them. These people need help. They need it. We just really enjoy what we do here. We sure do.
The Jackson Fire Department Assistant Fire Chief Charles Noble says the cause of the fire is still unknown and under investigation.
More than 100 acres have burned at Natural Bridge State Park. Firefighters and crews are on the ground and in the air fighting the fire and delivering water. 20-person crews are picked up by the Skylift, a vital resource that helps them reach the trails. The plan is to make control lines and have burn operations which could possibly double the burning in the area. Although the crews are hopeful their strategy will work, they are not sure when the fire will be fully contained and when the trails will reopen.
We'll have 3,000 gallons of water available this afternoon that we can be mobile with and get kind of wherever they need it, outside of the trails. But anywhere on the roadway, we can give them some water pretty close to what they're working with.
Crews will not open the trails around Natural Bridge until they reduce hazards there. People can still hike on all federally owned land in the Red River Gorge.
One person is dead following an incident in Leslie County last night. Coroner Greg Walker says his office was called out to the middle fork of the Kentucky River near Owl's Nest Road. Not much information is being released about what led up to the death, but we do know the body was taken to Frankfort for an autopsy this morning. Kentucky Fish and Wildlife are investigating the case. We have reached out to them but have not heard back.
An Eastern Kentucky woman who went missing last week was found dead. We first told you about Melissa Neely Roberts last week. She is from Owsley County. Officials with the Owsley County Sheriff's Office posted on Facebook today that her body was found earlier this week. We are told the woman was found near her home on Tuesday. No other information has been released about her death. Roberts was 44 years old.
Well, we are having a blast here in downtown Pikeville as the 2023 Hillbilly Days Festival continues here in Pike County. And really, as the sun continues to set behind the buildings, it has turned into a really nice evening here. Let's take a different look from Pikeville, from our Pikeville Medical Center camera. You can see the crowd continues to file in here in Pike County as the weather is fantastic. We're dry, under plenty of sunshine. Those temperatures also very comfortable, falling into the lower 80s and upper 70s in some places. 75 right now for Wise, 83 over in Jackson, 82 right now in Pulaski County over in Somerset. Winds a little bit breezy, 10, 15, 20, possibly more than 20 in some places, and that is setting the stage for possibly some elevated fire risk, especially along and west of Highway 15. So if you live in our western counties, a fire weather warning is in place. So be sure to just not burn anything outside, because that is just kind of setting the stage for a bad situation. But tonight, temperature is going to fall into the upper 50s and lower 60s, looking at some really comfortable weather across the mountains. But we are tracking some changes by this weekend. All that and more coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Cameron, thank you. And as you all just saw, the Hillbilly Days Festival is lively and loud downtown Pikeville today, bringing out a crowd of visitors and locals.
WYMT's Buddy Forbes is live on Main Street with more on the first day. Buddy.
That's right. The crowd only continues to grow here in Pikeville with the festival in full swing. I've talked to a lot of people who say this is an event that they look here. They're just glad it's finally here. Whether you're there for the food, the fun, or the faces,
my favorite part is just meeting the people, seeing them have a good time.
The festival is on. Pike County kicked off its 46th Hillbilly Days, signaling the start of festival season in the mountains.
People have been here since 8 a.m. ready to get their funnel cakes, their donuts, ride their rides, so it's already a big crowd, and it's only Thursdays.
And with folks filing in for the town tradition, the event saw people from all around packing Pikeville's streets.
We could not ask for better weather for the 46th year of Hillbilly Days. We're just extremely blessed to host new people, host the same old people that come.
Bringing a little something for everyone.
We have over 230 vendors here at Hillbilly Days this year, which is awesome. There's new faces, there's familiar faces.
And highlighting the businesses that keep the town running.
There's a selfie museum this year. It's at the Appalachian Center for the Arts on the 2nd floor, so make sure you get your good selfie moment.
All for a cause that has everyone celebrating.
We'll raise $5,000 to $7,000 this weekend. It'll all go to the Shriners Hospital for Children, 100%.
A hillbilly homecoming from the heart. Now the Shriners say this is always a fun time for fellowship, but also for fundraising, and they hope to see more people turning out over the next couple of days. In Pikeville, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
All right, sure, it'll be a big crowd. It certainly was last year. Things will keep rolling through the night and then again tomorrow and Saturday. So if you're in the area, there's still plenty of time to be part of this year's festivities.
A special guest also came to pay tribute to the Shriners who founded the event and continue to volunteer.
Rocky Atkins, senior advisor to Governor Andy Beshear, came for a special ceremony to honor the region's Shriners and those who founded the event. Atkins also wanted to remind folks that while the festival has plenty of food and fun, it's all about the children.
You're going to visit the vendors, you're going to listen to music, you're going to watch the parade, but the money you spend here and the money that is collected from the Shriners, they take it directly to the Shriners Hospital, and it's benefiting the children of our region of Eastern Kentucky and all of the Commonwealth.
The grandchildren of founders Howard Dirty Ear Stratton and Shady Grady Kinney added that it is an honor for their families to be recognized by the governor's office, and they hope to continue their work helping children across the state.
The flood last July covered streets in Whitesburg, carrying debris throughout the town. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox talked to volunteers working to clean up trash from the flood almost 9 months later.
A wide range of items still sit along creek banks in Whitesburg.
You know, you can see a lot of the riverbanks, but when you really get out there, there's so much debris, so much trash that's washed out.
Volunteers travel through steep terrain and feet of water, picking up trash.
It's taken us much longer than we anticipated, but we're working hard to clean up as much as we can today.
The battle to reach debris is another step in a long recovery process from the July flood.
A lot of people are still traumatized from it, to be honest with you, but I've seen so much strength in coworkers and friends and relatives that the strength is amazing. And their faith, they have a lot of faith that's getting them through, faith in the Lord.
Faith and pride in the mountains. Volunteers want to see the natural beauty fully restored in Letcher County and other areas impacted by the flood.
They're proud of where we're from. They're proud of how beautiful our area is, and people have been very excited to help and give back and donate their time. You know, we're out on a Thursday when people have much better things to do, but they're here with us and working to clean up our area.
A little bit of mud on their boots, but a lot of the mountains in their hearts. In Whitesburg, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Double Quick also sponsored River Sweeps and Neon and Jenkins. They hope to have more in the future.
A group of juniors and seniors from an Ohio high school are helping clean a home for a family in Breathitt County that's been displaced since the July flood. WYMT's RJ Johnson has that story.
From Bethel, Ohio, 22 high school students are doing their part to clean up damage from a home in Breathitt County that hasn't been touched since the July flood. This is the school's first trip to the area, and Superintendent Mike Perry says the school's mission is community and service.
When you talk about giving, you're not talking about reaching into your pocket, right? It doesn't matter how much money you have or how many things you have. That every person in this world is in a place that they can give their time and energy and effort.
Students spent the day cleaning out this basement, cleaning debris off the property, and learning life lessons. Student Louisa Mitchell says she has always loved giving back, which is the main reason she came.
And I wanted to take that and take all my learning of helping people that I've done and utilize that to come and help this family.
Perry says he hopes students can continue these efforts in the future.
Right, that we can continue doing some good work and traveling to Hazard and other places if and when they need us to show the kids that we always have the opportunity to act and we always have the opportunity to serve.
Leaving behind a clean home for a family, the students say they are happy being a helping hand. In Breathitt County, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.